Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. Welcome to another episode of The Breakdown. In today's episode, we're going to take a much closer look at Flanker. Now there's a reason why I believe Flanker is highly underrated. You want to stay off the radar, but you don't want to use the mounting division because when you shoot your weapon, you're going to turn up on there. And you don't want to use the airborne division because although your SMG might be suppressed, when the recon plane is called in, you're still going to be giving away your location on the minimap. Enter Flanker, and here is your savior, guys. Now granted, it is not as powerful as the mounting division. That will keep you off the minimap irrespective of whether you're moving or not. This is more of the newer traditional type of ghost from the Treyarch games, so you have to be moving. And what the intention of this video is to show you which weapon is going to be your best weapon of choice to use with Flanker and exactly how fast you have to be moving for you to be detected by a recon aircraft. Now obviously you're going to be using airborne because you want to have a suppressor on your weapon, and you have to use the SMG because that's the only weapon you can put a suppressor on. And out of all the SMGs, the one that stands out head and shoulders above the rest for me when it comes to this class and using Flanker is the grease gun. And this is for several reasons. Number one, the grease gun actually has the best 4-shot kill range of all the SMGs with a suppressor attached. In fact, the grease gun actually has a better 4-shot kill range with this suppressor attached than any of the other SMGs have without a suppressor on there. It will actually outgun all of them with a suppressor on at the 4-shot kill potential range, which is absolutely crazy. The second reason why the grease gun is my number one weapon, if you look at the minimap in the top left here, you see I'm using a grease gun and I'm actually staying off the radar whilst I'm ADSing. However, that's not the case with the Type 100. You can see I'm going in and out, and you will be spotted on the radar. In fact, it's the case with all of the other SMGs. You will still be detected on the minimap using these if you're ADSing, and there's a reason for that. Now after noticing this during testing, I tweeted Exclusive Ace to ask him if he knew the strafe speeds while ADSing with the SMGs, and his reply was all guns aside from the grease gun have a 72% strafe speed and a grease gun has a 76% strafe speed, and the threshold for Flanker to work for you is actually 75%, so it's just 1% above, and all the other guns are 3% below. The other great addition to the Flanker perk is the ability to delay bouncing betties going off. They don't go off instantaneously when using the Flanker perk, and I'm going to show you here. We've got a guy camping in a room with a bouncing betty down. Going to turn the volume up just so you can hear exactly what happens. Now you can see from the footage there, that guy was a bit perplexed as to what was going on. And a lot of people just don't realise that someone's using Flanker. They assume that that person has ducked or whatever. Now I had time to run in that room and startle that guy. Yes, you can duck down from the bouncing betties, but they still injure you. And with a game with such slow health regen, you can't afford to be unnecessarily getting hurt. Now there's something I have to bring to your attention, guys, about Flanker, and that is the basis that because it's modeled definitely on the Treyarch type of ghost, you would assume that it would stop you from being seen when using your score streaks, because that's what happens in Black Ops. You would be hidden when using your score streaks, which is a great addition. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen with Flanker. I've done the testing and you will show up like a lit up Christmas tree on the minimap if you're stationary using something like the fighter pilot or the glide bomb, which is quite unfortunate, and it is a downside about this particular basic training. As you know, with mounting, no matter what you do, you will stay off the minimap, but this is a compromise with Flanker that you're probably going to have to make. I mean, you could run other score streaks where you don't necessarily have to be up in it so long, but it is something that I thought I'd bring to your attention. Also, you can move in a circular motion to keep off the radar, but you cannot keep going from left to right. If you cross the path that you've already been across, then you will actually show up on the radar. So you kind of need to cover fresh ground all the time to stay off the radar, or move in a circular motion, and that should keep you off the radar, guys. Do not stay stationary. You will get lit up and you will regret it. Now, I'm not suggesting for 1 second that you should only use flanker with airborne. You can use it with whatever division you require, guys. Using it with infantry, because you get that increased strafe speed, when aiming down sight you won't actually show up on the enemy radar. However, this is just a suggestion for you guys who are looking for that option where you can stay off the radar with both the recon planes and your weapon not showing up when you fire. It's actually a really powerful combination, and a combination that a lot of people don't realize exists in Call of Duty World War II, and that's where I felt obligated to make sure that I've brought it to your guys' attention and for you to have an experiment with this to see if it works for you. It definitely works for me. I love to rush, and this is currently a game that actually penalizes rushers because quick draw doesn't quite work as it's supposed to. This gives you that option to startle enemies, to surprise them, to get in their flank, to kill people, shoot them in the back, and not alert other enemies while you're doing that. And it's so effective that I had to do a video. I really enjoyed doing this video for you guys. So please let me know down in the comment section if you've tried it out. Let me know if it works for you, if you're having any success. This is the actual class that I use, guys. We got the airborne division, obviously, the grease gun. I like to use it with grip, and then use rapid fire just to, because it's got a really slow fire rate, this gun has. Then we're using flanker, obviously. The P08, I do prefer to use the machine pistol, however I'm not high enough in my rank to unlock that. And then obviously we've got the sticky bomb at the bottom. Guys, as always, there's many buttons you could hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.